Hello, seventh grade scholars. Mr. Canuel here to remind you that next week we will be doing our major auditions. Now, this is important because this year you're going to have majors and minors, but even more importantly, some of us will have to, well, all of us should really be thinking about auditioning for at least 2 or 3 majors. Why? Why audition for so many majors? Well, like I mentioned, we have majors and minors, but some of us won't get our first choice. So if we're auditioning for our top 2 or top 3 major choices, you're more likely to get something that you want either as a major or a minor. Now, remember, if you don't audition at all, you'll definitely be asked to audition. But if you then don't decide to audition, you're just going to be placed based on some of your preferences and how you've been doing in class so far. So if you really, really, really want music or theater or dance or art, put that work in over the next week and a half. Make sure that you're putting in all that hard work so you can get the major of your choice, because this is what you're going to be working on for the next 2 years. So even if theater isn't your number 1 choice, maybe it's your second or third, you should really, 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 really consider auditioning so that you're sure to make sure that it is in there. Or if you don't get your first choice, at least you'll still get theater. Now, here are some reminders about some of the expectations for theater audition. Number 1, you need to be memorized. Now, you don't need to memorize an entire scene. You just need to memorize one character of a scene. So if you choose to do scene 3, open scene 3, which is attached to this announcement and in the folder for you, and paper copies have been given to you, you only need to memorize either character A or character B. One of your fellow scholars will be reading the lines with you while you act it out on stage. Okay, so make sure that you are memorized. Now, choose one of the scenes that you really connect with, that you really like, that you think you can act well, that you think you understand completely what is going on in that scene, because that is the second expectation. First expectation, be memorized. Second expectation, know what is happening in your scene. So you can say, I'm doing open scene 3, and in this scene, they are 2 best friends that haven't seen each other in a long time because they had a huge falling out and a huge fight a couple of years ago, and they're just now reconnecting. This scene takes place on the street. They happen to pass each other, right? The more details that you can understand or creatively come up with about your scene, the better you'll be able to act it. Now, the third expectation, remember, number 1, be memorized. Number 2, know what's happening in your scene and who those people are to each other. Number 3, you really want to be sure to choose an emotion for your character. What is your character feeling in this scene? Are they angry? Are they curious? Are they happy? Are they sad? Are they determined to get an answer from someone, right? Have that emotion very clear in your mind, because if you know how your character is feeling, then you will be better to act that emotion and act that portrayal, okay? Finally, you're gonna need to be ready to get feedback from me and maybe do the scene once more. I might say, hey, try this line in a different emotion. Try this line as if you're tired, right? Try this line as if you're confused. Or maybe be surprised by the person that you see. These are some things that I might ask you to do. So you might do the scene 2 times, okay? So again, be memorized. Be able to tell me what's happening, who these people are, where it's taking place, and what emotion your character has. And of course, be ready to do that scene again based on some feedback, because that is part of the theater process. May not be perfect the second time, but if we make some adjustments, it'll get better and better each time that we do it, okay? Now, since you're memorized, you know what's happening in your scene, you have an emotion, and you're ready to go. Another thing that I want to remind you of is have fun, make a choice, right? We want to see you act with your whole body, all right? So if you decide that it's raining outside, show me that it's raining. Or if it's cold, show me that it's raining, Okay, make some of these big choices so I can see all of your creativity and the potential you have for being a theater major or a theater minor. Now, when you come in for your audition, you will tell me a little bit of these things before you do your audition. So you would say, my name is Mr. Canuel. Obviously, you say your name. Not everyone's name is Mr. Canuel, but you would say your name. My name is Mr. Canuel. I'm doing open scene 3. In this scene, they're 2 longtime friends, and they haven't seen each other in a while. It's raining on the street, and they're trying to get to where they need to go, but they have this quick conversation and reconnect before they go. All right, so when you do it, when you do your audition, you'll tell me your name, what scene you're doing, what character you're playing, either character A or character B, and tell me a little bit about what's happening in this scene. And then you can act it. Remember, you'll be acting with one of your peers, and I'll definitely give you time to rehearse a little bit before you do your audition. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, rcanuel, Canuelle, rcanuel at bronxarts.net. Good luck, break a leg, and I can't wait to see all of you perform.